The stock market continues to decline. Today is December 17th, 2022. Stock market live, stocks end lower on recession fears, quadruple witching hour. From Martin Bacarda from newsbreak.com. Stocks finished sharply Friday as investors worry that weakening economic growth prospects set against hawkish central bank rate signals will continue to pressure stock markets around the world. Economic activity remained muted in Europe this month, with PMI data from S&P Global Market Intelligence indicating a sixth consecutive month of declines that suggest an increased chance of recession in the world's biggest economic bloc. The data following a stern warning from European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde Thursday that interest rates will need to rise substantially in order to tame an inflation wave that looks set to accelerate again next year, thanks in part to elevated energy prices and a weakened euro. In the U.S., the Federal Reserve has also warned that its benchmark Fed funds rate will need to rise around 5.1% next year and remained elevated until early 2024 as inflation pressures continue to work their way up from the labor market. The prospects of central bank tightening into a recessionary environment has investors scrambling to reset price assumptions for both major stock indices and individual companies as pressure on corporate earnings forecasts mounts following a weaker than expected reading for November retail sales on Thursday and data indicating weakness across several manufacturing sectors. The equity market is now factoring in a recession and rejecting the possibility of the softish landing mentioned recently by Powell at Brookings Institute, said Quincy Crosby, chief global strategist for LPL Financial. The 10-year Treasury yield has fallen below 3.5%, suggesting a growth scare. The yield curve inversions continue to shout recession. The tug-of-war between the Fed and the markets is squarely on the market side. The slowdown is not transitory, and the Fed will be forced to act before 2024, he added. Treasury bond yields continue to flash recession warnings, with a 2-year note yields edging to 4.191% in late afternoon trading, a level that's around 72 basis points north of 10-year notes, which traded at 3.486% at the end of the New York session. The CBOE's VIX index, a key market volatility gauge, was marked 2.15% lower in the morning trading session at 23.32 points, a level that suggests daily swings of around 56 points for the S&P 500. The S&P 500 finished down 1.12%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average slumped 282 points, or 0.85% to 32,920, and the tech-focused NASDAQ fell 0.97%. Global stocks were also weaker, with Japan's Nikkei 225 falling 1.87% to close at a 3-month low, 27,527.12 points, while the region-wide SMCI ex-Japan index fell 0.6%. In Europe, the Stoxx 600 closed 1.2% lower in Frankfurt, rounding out a negative move for the week, while the FTSE 100 was down 1.27% in London. This is just one more indicator of a stock market crash coming. A recession is here, and if the Feds raise interest rates any higher, this is going to lead to a total bust of the real estate bubble in the United States and potentially around the world. We're seeing a GCR, a global currency reset, happening around the world. BRICS is building every day. We see 120 countries or more joining BRICS, BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, where they're going to revalue all currency around the world. We're already hearing reports coming in. The Iraqi dinar is revaluing right now currently We believe the the Zimbabwe currency, will be also revaluing soon. So be sure to get plenty of gold and silver bullion that you hold in your hand for this recession and potential coming depression. We do see Nassar and Jassar coming very soon, which will bring an end to the Babylonian debt slavery system. There will be a debt jubilee. We don't know the timeline, but we know it's very soon, and we hope to be able to give more information by this Christmas. And for worst case scenarios, be sure to have cash on hand, at least $2,000 to $4,000 in cash. Or there potentially could be a run on the banks. It could be hard to get cash in that time, and just to keep you and your family safe, that is one thing we teach in survivalism. Stock up on non-perishable food items such as canned box food, rice, beans. Also have cash on hand. And we recommend to hold silver and gold bullion if you can. Silver, of course, is a better buy right now and more affordable. And also have plenty of clean, fresh water. We did a video a few months ago on the Berkey filter, which we recommend to have in every home. It's a gravity fed, does not take electricity. It's definitely worth the investment. Have a most beautiful and blessed day. God bless you all. Namaste.